This is Accra, the capital city of Ghana. GGC is here once again with an awesome eSoccer series. And this is the World Cup edition of GGC Rugby Country.
Well, it's been an incredible past 4 weeks of gaming, and the guys are in here for the final of the GGC Rep A Country competition. Of course, you know what is upon us. It's a big one, and the guys have trooped in here at KFS to support their guys. Here's the green carpet, and we'll be seeking the thoughts of the guys to what they are expecting on today's final.
The finals of GGC Rugby Country eSoccer series is here. It's been exciting memories in this tournament.
Do you think somebody's going to give you a tough time this time around? I don't see that person right now.
The confidence.
Think you can defeat the champion, Desmond?
It's about intelligence and techniques. It's not about the body.
I think he's going to be the bonus for the game.
The expectation.
I wasn't expecting this level of play. In my hometown, I'm the best.
Also, Obia on the master there. Who was your toughest opponent today?
That was my last match. That match was very tough and it was very close.
And disappointment.
Crosses long towards the back post.
After 4 weeks of this drama and moments, 4 gamers out of 24 stood out for the big stage. And these are the 4 finalists: Kobe, Brazil; WONDERKID, Germany; Aspect, France; and KELVIN, Belgium. The final story of GGC 2018 Rugby Country yet to be seen. Who will win the ultimate? This is the final event of GGC 2018 Rep A Country.
So, guys, you're welcome. It's the final today, and I know you're expecting a lot, but who are you rooting for today?
WONDERKID all the way.
All right, so give it to your other.
Well,
friend.
my name is Jerry Adwet, and yeah, I'm also here for WONDERKID. He's undoubtedly the best FIFA player in Ghana. So,
Will you be disappointed if he doesn't win today?
I'm not gonna be disappointed because he's going to win.
But have you watched him play before?
Oh, he's my training partner. I actually train with him every day, and I've seen his gameplay. I've seen Kelvin's gameplay. He's looking at me over there. He knows Frank is going to win.
Of course, you can see them. Someone is rooting for WONDERKID to rack it up today. And let's see what the other guys also have today. Guys, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Who are you rooting for today?
Actually, we are here from FFP community and we are rooting for both KELVIN and WONDERKID.
Right.
FFP.
But tell us about WONDERKID. What have you seen about his play so far that you think he can win it?
Actually, I've played with WONDERKID before back in school, and his tactical is good. But compared with KELVIN's, I think there's a slight difference. So it's going to be competitive for us.
Okay, so your quick prediction. How many goals is he going to score today?
Kid or Wonder?
WONDERKID.
3 goals.
Right, thank you very much, guys. People are rooting for WONDERKID. People are rooting for WONDERKID to rack it up today. Let's see if he will live up to the billing. Guys, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Who's your pick of the lot for today?
I believe KELVIN and Kid is when they are going to make it to the final.
KELVIN and Kid. You too?
I'm here for WONDERKID.
You're here for WONDERKID. Oh, wow. It looks like WONDERKID is calling the charges here today. But a quick prediction. Who do you think, or how many goals do you think he's going to win with?
Okay, the final, I believe it's going to be a close score, maybe a 2-1, but in favor of KELVIN.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. So I think I'll go with the same scoreline, 2-1. Yeah.
2-1 for
WONDERKID, so.
Wow. Guys, thank you very much. 2-1 for WONDERKID again. Let's see if anyone would be rooting for Aspect or Guy Kobe. Guy, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
What are you rooting for today?
Guy Kobe.
Yeah, Guy Kobe.
All right, so it's like we have Guy Kobe for today. But how many goals do you think he can score? Because over the tournament, he scored 15 goals at the group stages. I mean, he's leading the pack with the most goals. What do you think could transpire today too?
Yeah, more goals. I think he scored 4 goals today. 4 goals.
4 goals. What about you?
3.
3-1 for Guy Kobe. Interesting, wonderful. We'll see what happens. We'll see what's going to transpire in the next 15 minutes or so. Guys, you're welcome.
I'm here for WONDERKID.
WONDERKID, what about you?
WONDERKID.
WONDERKID. Do you think he's winning today? I'm sure you know he's going to play in the semi-final. He's the best. Have you watched him play?
So I believe he's going to win.
And he's beating you a couple of times.
He always beats me, so
So you think he's winning?
I'm going to win 6-0.
What about you?
5-0.
5-0.
6-0.
Interesting. Well, so WONDERKID is leading the pack here, where many people think that he's going to win the competition. 5 goals, 6-0 is what people are saying. But well, wait, let's see what's going to transpire here. Like I said earlier, in the next 15 minutes. Guys, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Your name?
I'm Kenneth, Kelvin's manager.
Oh, Kelvin's manager. I'm sure you've heard a lot of people mention WONDERKID and Guy Kobe. Are you frightened by his other competitors?
Not at all. Kid is a very good player, undoubtedly. But Kevin is equally good. Every tournament he's been in, he's won it. So I'm very optimistic about this one. He's going to win it.
What about you?
I'm Alaji. I'm here for WONDERKID. But then Kelvin is a good player and very disciplined when it comes to his play too. So I look forward for the final between Kelvin and then WONDERKID. It's going to be a very good match to watch.
Right, thank you very much, guys. You can go in and enjoy. Well, that's it. You just heard the guys are on the green carpet. But before we do any more interviews, we'll go for a quick break. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Kokui Salome Hansen, and I support GGC. GGC, building a great gaming community in Ghana.
Yep. I support GGC in building a better gaming community. My name is Daniel. You want to play? You think you won't take your jacket off, man? Man is gonna be hot.
Alright guys, it's all about gaming, and you know what it is. It's GGC. Come on, let's support a great gaming community as we take gaming to another level. My name is Oliver Lawson and I support GGC. Let's go.
So welcome back, and you saw Sami speak to a couple of them there, and the house is packed currently, as you've already seen earlier, and there's so many people who love eSoccer, and it kind of amazes me really, because most often you get people saying, oh, football and all of that, and then you go into it and you realize that people are enthused about eSoccer. I saw some of the people, their comments and everything. But let me remind you though, we have 4 gamers. We have Aspect, we have Kelvin, we have Guy Kobe, and then WONDERKID. Aspect is going to play WONDERKID, and then we have Kelvin going against Kobe. What are your expectations really?
Well, I mean, I've been with them throughout their 4 weeks, and it's been fantastic. Gaming skills, and where people's favorites have, they've not really lived up to the billing. But of course, we've seen a few surprises, and I wouldn't be surprised if we experience another surprise here today.
Yeah. All right, so if you're still watching, this is Kwese Free Sports. We are going straight into the game with Aspect and WONDERKID.
The finals of GGC Rugby Country eSoccer Series is here. And these are the 4 finalists. Kobe, Brazil; WONDERKID, Germany; Aspect, France; Kelvin, Belgium.
I've been looking for myself. Forget you couldn't make the wealth. Mama and Kabena Emerald. Yeah, make sure me way I forget it. Get it.
Yo, what's up? This is Chrissy out there. And I want to wish all the gamers, all the finalists, I want to wish you guys good luck. Yeah, like sport day.
So they watch a rock to say this.
WONDERKID, Germany; and Aspect, France.
Before we start, there are some simple rules I would like every one of us to take note. Before the game, you have 1 minute. I repeat, 1 minute to do any changes you want to do. If you stay beyond the 1 minute, you get a yellow card for that. If you go on to receive another yellow card, you forfeit that game. Whilst the game is going on, you have 30 seconds to do any substitution. But before you engage the pause button, you have to wait for the ball to go out of play. For the semi-finals, we are playing 4 minutes each. Third and fourth position will be played 5 minutes, and the final will be played 6 minutes. Please bear in mind and let's adhere to the rules. Thank you.
WONDERKID and Aspect, where Aspect is playing with France and WONDERKID is playing with Germany. So as the game begins, gentlemen, let's go. And it's halftime now, and they have only 30 seconds for any substitution. And you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is playing France, and WONDERKID is taking on Germany as we speak. And ball possession currently with France, which is being played by Aspect currently. Towards the Aspect's end whenever he goes straight into his half.
And we need a replay. We need a replay. We need a replay. Wonder, we need a replay. Wonder, we need a replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please have a seat.
And then they tell you, oh, well, I think at this point we could have maybe given a bit of space and done this. All right, so it is still Aspect and Aspect and WONDERKID playing. Aspect playing France and WONDERKID playing. So you realize that, just as I was saying previously, WONDERKID seems to be the attack kind of person, and he hardly allows the ball to stay in his half, as you can see.
Yeah, and that's how come he uses Germany. Germany is a team that loves to possess the ball very well, and we've seen that he soaks the pressure, possesses the ball, and then batches onto the opponent's half, and that's what he did. First half ended 0-0, second half, fast forward, in about 80 minutes, he's up by 2-0, and that's been his game all throughout this tournament.
Yeah, I think, believe in me, WONDERKID is a great fella when it comes to gaming, because he doesn't really concede goals, and anytime he has the ball, it's very difficult for you to take the ball out of his sleeve, and sort of...
and you can see that, and oh no, it didn't go.
Yeah, and when he has the ball too, he's very confident, and he could bamboozle your opposition for you to go the other way and for him to create chances for himself and score. And we've seen he scored on 2 unanswered goals. I don't see Aspect coming back from this at all.
I want to catch you, but Aspect got the ball just a few minutes ago, and you can realize that he was easily dispossessed by WONDERKID, who is almost there. And he couldn't make it.
That's marvelous. I mean, he knows how to orchestrate his game so well. He knows proper game management, and that has been his trump card throughout the tournament. I love the way he possesses the ball, the intricate passing. Just look at that. Amazing, amazing stuff there.
And you know, one thing that people might not understand is that sometimes you have to know the team and how they play. If you know the team and how they play, you can be able to manipulate the players to the way you expect them to do.
Of course, but if you look at WONDERKID, when they started this particular tournament, the team he actually uses is Brazil and Argentina. You don't seem to take Germany, but this time around he was like, any team that I get, I can use to play because I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can do.
All right, and you're still live on Kwese Free Sports. We are having a very exciting time here, right in the studios of Kwese, and you should tell a friend to tune in on Kwese right now as we speak. It is GGC eSoccer. We are having it live. It is the semi-finals, and Aspect just took on WONDERKID, and it was a wonderful game there by 2-0.
Yeah, I think for me, I saw this coming because if you look at the sort of game that WONDERKID has put on ever since the tournament started, I think it's been amazing, and this is what we are to see from WONDERKID, and he's done it. He's executed very, very well. So for me, I wouldn't blame Aspect because he's met a dangerous player, and that is what dangerous players can do.
But coming to this very game, Aspect was one of the people who had scored very wonderful goals. He's very defensive sometimes, but able to go back and then, give those wonderful goals when it's needed most. What do you think was his problem, really?
Well, I think that he didn't manage his game way too well, and I mean, coming into games like this, you have to plan your tactics really well. We saw what WONDERKID did. Brilliant. He had to manage it and see it out throughout the first 45 minutes. Second half, he came in and barged into the opponent's half and just executed his plan perfectly. And that was what gave him that 2-goal lead. He's been scoring for fun. He's scoring in bunches, and he scored in bunch again today.
Okay. And very soon we'll be going to another game, and that is coming between Guy Kobe and KELVIN. What do you make of these two people, really?
For me, I think Guy Kobe is an exceptional player, exceptional gamer as well, because in the maiden edition when he came on board, he's a player who loves to score goals and concedes a lot as well. But this particular tournament, I think he's done his homework really, really well. In the first group stages game, in Group A, he came up on top and he conceded just 1 goal in 5 games. That tells you that he's really done his homework well. So going into this game, believe you me, he told me personally that he's going to win this tournament. But to do that, he needs to go through or to play the topmost players. KELVIN is one player who is also very dangerous on attack, and one player who also loves to keep the ball and scores anytime your defense split open. So this will be another mouth-watering fixture we are going to see upon our hands here.
KELVIN goes into the match sometimes a bit slow. He tried to monitor his opponent, and then somewhere late within the first half, second half, he begins to, send in the punches. How do you think that he's going to perform?
Well, KELVIN is noted for jittery starting, and it could play to his disadvantage this time around. This is against Guy Kobe, a guy who plays very well. He knows how to manage his game. He knows when to go for it. He knows when to attack. Knows when to defend, and that could be very dangerous for Kelvin in this particular one. But look, a lot of people have been talking about a Guy Kobe WonderKid final, and I'm just sneak peeking and looking at that particular fight. It could be a massive showdown.
All right, so there you have it, some few stats about our two players, Kelvin and Guy Kobe. I believe that the players are ready, and we'll go straight to them.
Kobe playing with Brazil and Kevin playing with Belgium. So let the games begin.
And then we also have Kelvin. Kelvin is very new to GGC, but over the period he has shown that he is a person to reckon with. Kelvin is playing Belgium, and then Kobe is also playing Brazil. Kelvin may be making some imprints. He started the ball and he's hardly allowed Kobe to gain possession. And now Kobe has the ball. And you know, just as you said, Kobe is some person who would not allow you. And
so I want to see the other side of Kobe, which is not to concede a lot. And we've seen that from Brazil, even in this particular edition of the World Cup. But let's see what Kobe has also brought on board in this particular game as well.
But I think it's been an impressive start for Guy Kobe. I think that his plan is well orchestrated. He wants to burst forward every time he gets the ball. And that's clearly what we are seeing here. He loves the intricate passing style. He passes the ball around way too well around his opponent. And the Belgians or Kelvin has no clue to that.
Yes, and Kobe currently in poor possession. That's one of the stuff that he does so very well, though. He's able to keep the ball for a very long time.
And he's very confident as well.
And there's a header there that nearly went into the pole.
Brilliant.
And you could always trust Kobe for that.
As we started earlier, we said Kevin was always jittery when he starts, and when he gets his rhythm, he can also cause problems for Guy Kobe. So Guy Kobe should also watch out for Kevin. I mean, in the latter part of the game.
Yes, and just as you can see, it was Kelvin who took possession of the ball, and Kobe has just collected it. And now it is Kelvin again. And if you just joined us, it is GGC eSoccer live on Kwese Free Sports. It is Kelvin playing, Kobe there, and what you heard, maybe some fans from Kobe. And he always comes with this huge number of people who are rooting for him.
Fans behind him. But you know, look, fan base. Kelvin has to keep the ball for longer hours, longer periods. That could be his advantage there. He loses the ball way too easily, and that could be what Guy Kobe could just stomp him with.
And that is what has really helped Guy Kobe throughout this entire tournament, isn't it? He's able to keep the ball to himself for so long, and he missed one again.
Wow, surprised there.
That was a lovely chance. That was a lovely chance that Kobe had, but I pray that this sort of holder doesn't happen to him again, because in the finals, Derek, when Kobe met against Desmond, you could see that he squandered a lot of chances. The game was for him to lose, and he squandered a lot of chances, and that actually caused him in that particular one. And this time around too, he's created a lot of chances, but he's not converting them.
Yes, and you mentioned a name there, didn't you? Desmond Neboy. He was the very first person who won the GGC eSoccer, the very maiden edition in 2017. Desmond also came through this time around, but
he had a symbolic performance. He failed to win a game.
It was a very small boy that took him out.
Who started everything? Oh, that's young boy. He started everything. And when I was interviewing Desmond told me that boy would be a walkover in this particular group, in their group actually. But he was the guy who caused everything, who caused that misery for him.
And it's very bad. So it got into his head and reflected in the subsequent games. He didn't win a game, and that was very poor from Desmond, defending champion.
He found it so very difficult if he scored a goal. And they were just booing and rooting, badly at him, and that also got him, because at a point in time, he had to request for a headset, which didn't happen. He had to request for a new pad, which didn't happen.
Well, you should have been there to watch Desmond when we had the very maiden edition in 2017. The man with 26 years of gaming experience.
Exactly.
And he finally won, though. Unfortunately, this time around, he was not a very lucky person.
A 16-year-old. Interesting.
And a 16-year-old, yes, took him out. You're also watching eSoccer live on Kwese Sports. It is KELVIN against Guy Kobe. And currently in possession is Guy Kobe. He's playing Brazil. And then KELVIN is playing Belgium. But quickly though, so far I think the possession has been more about 60-40 in favor of Guy Kobe.
Yeah, Guy Kobe possesses the ball a lot, and that's been his trump card in the tournament so far. He possesses, he makes sure he makes use of the possession. He scores when the chances come. But in the first 45 minutes, you've seen that he's flopped his lines on a few occasions, and that could stab him in the back. You know, KELVIN is a guy who loves to get into his group. He builds up, he builds momentum slowly, and he could stab Guy Kobe in this one.
Yeah, so we'll go straight into the second half as well. But what you realize is that, just as we said in the beginning, KELVIN is able to read the play of his opponents, and then he's able to work that to his advantage. So you realize that although Kobe had most of possession, he was not able to score any goal.
Yeah, exactly. But if you look at Guy Kobe, he's been using France all this while, and to get Brazil in the draw, he said in an interview that, you know, this will be the first time he was going to use Brazil in this particular tournament. So for him, he's going to train well to make sure that he can pick up with the Brazilian players. So I think that is what he's done. That is what he's exhibited. We are not seeing that he's fluffing his lines, when he has the ball, but anytime he gets on the attack, which has been a troubling, a hurdle for him, anytime he gets into the final third, he needs to make sure he finishes it off, and he finishes it off quickly, because if KELVIN gets into his groove, it will be something troubling for Guy Kobe.
And we are back from the halftime. We are in the second half right now, and it's still goalless. KELVIN able to hold his ground so that Kobe is unable to score any goals currently. You can see that, I don't know what he did, but this time around he is able to hold the ball for much longer so that Kobe does not have his way. So KELVIN in possession there. Wow. But it is Kobe who has it again. Looking very dangerous for him. Oh, unfortunately, he was not able to get that. And I think that is what I was just talking about. KELVIN going into the second half has become more confident. So ideally, you'd have had Kobe score that goal, but KELVIN was able to hold it off, and then he made his defenders work for him.
Then again, you talk about chances. Chances come begging at the front doors of Guy Kobe, and then he's fluffing his lines on it.
And he's been
stabbed by KELVIN. He's been stabbed.
It is KELVIN who has scored the first goal. We were here thinking that it would be Guy Kobe who would make the first attempt at the goal, and it was KELVIN. So the goal line now stands. KELVIN won, and Guy Kobe nailed.
As soon as he kept missing the chances, you could know that clearly, even in football, real football life, you miss chances, you get punished for that, he's been punished for that.
Yeah, I think for me, you could see that with the chances that Kobe was fluffing. We saw this in the maiden edition in the final when he met against Desmond, and that is what he was doing. But for me, I think KELVIN made sure that he just steadied Guy Kobe so very well, and anytime the chance came to him, he buried it superbly, and I think he's done himself good in this particular
one.
And
obviously, the game is going to change now, because Guy Kobe is going to bring out his A game. Where the Kobe fans there are here, and I think Kobe will need a lot of fans to rally behind him at this moment. But KELVIN also doing his very best to defend what he has done so far. You can see he's very defensive. Look at that.
Very compact at the back. Well disciplined set up there.
Yes, but he's very confident anytime he doesn't have the ball. Off the ball, he's very decent. And that is one thing I love about KELVIN, because he kept his cool, he kept his composure. Even if he doesn't have the ball, he makes sure that we don't penetrate through easily. And that is one thing I always love about Kevin.
Yes, and one thing that probably we didn't tell viewers ahead of this is sometimes you need to know how the teams play. How they play is very important. If you're able to, you must be able to use it to your advantage. Coming into this game, Kobe has played France throughout. In the beginning of the tournament, he said it. He said that he knows France, he understands the way the individual players they're able to play, and because of that, he's able to use France to their full advantage. Unfortunately, here, after the draw that was done about a couple of days ago, Kobe had to play with Brazil, and obviously, and he made a miss there. Another miss there by Kobe. And obviously, he's not able to play Brazil to their full abilities.
It's having a big effect on his play today. He doesn't know how to use Brazil very well. Kobe, right from the word go, was able to use France and made sure that France racked up the maximum points, scored everyone, brushed everyone aside, and it's been something else for today.
Unfortunately, Kobe, whom we were hoping that will advance to the final stage, has lost to KELVIN by a goal to nothing. Very, very surprising there. But I think also the team that Kobe used played a key role.
I think it's one big thing that really troubled him a lot, because even in reality, when you are playing at your own backyard and you have to move from that particular stadium to move to another stadium, and you could see that it wouldn't really work out for you. We saw Spurs playing at White Hart Lane. When they moved to Wembley, it wasn't really good for them, and that is what has happened to Guy Kobe. He usually used France in playing this particular tournament, but when the draw came in and they had to pick Brazil, you could see his demeanor. You could see that no, it wouldn't be good for him, and that is what has happened. But no disrespect to KELVIN, I think he made sure he studied Guy Kobe very well, and anytime the chance came to him, he just buried it, and I think I love him for that.
All right, so we'll be going into the third and fourth positions shortly. But before then, take a short break.
This is Accra, the capital city of Ghana. GGC is here once again with an awesome eSoccer series. And this is the World Cup edition of GGC Rugby Country.
We were standing here and watching what was going on. You had majority of the ball possession and you were doing everything right, but it was just a mistake and he scored you.
That's what you can see about FIFA. With FIFA, when you get the chances and you can't score, when your opponent gets just a single chance, he's going to punish you. So that was what happened today. But then, kudos to KELVIN.
Do you think that he's a wonderful player though, KELVIN?
Oh, he's a better player. He played well. He played really well.
I love that.
But then I was supposed to win that game.
I love that.
Had like that.
I was supposed to win that game. Aspect, you also played against WONDERKID. Now, going into that game, a lot of people said WONDERKID may win because of the level of experience he had. And but I didn't see that in the game, though. I thought that you were able to have, you fought a good fight.
Well, yes, I did. I did so well in the first half, but the second half was a sham. He changed formation. I should have done same, but I refused to do that, and it went against me. On the whole, I respect him a lot. He did very well, and I doff my hat to him. But it's a game, so next time I'll do better.
They'll be going for the third and fourth playoffs very soon. But before then, I'll also be talking to our finalists right after here.
Hi, my name is KELVIN Hansen, and I support GGC. GGC, building a great gaming community in Ghana.
Yep. I support GGC in building a better gaming community. My name is Daniel. You want to play? You think you won't take your jacket off, man? Man is gonna be hot.
Alright guys, it's all about gaming and you know what it is. It's GGC. Come on, let's support a great gaming community as we take gaming to another level. My name is Oliver Lawson and I support GGC. Let's go.
GGC, building a great gaming community.
And here they are, the finalists of the GGC eSoccer World Cup edition. We have KELVIN and we have WONDERKID. And WONDERKID, we could always trust you to do good.
Yeah, for sure. I think this tournament is already in the bag. KELVIN knows it and everyone knows it.
KELVIN, do you know that?
I don't really know.
But I saw you. I saw your game against Kobe. I think I should commend you for that. Going into the game, and not too many people expected that you'll be winning against Kobe. But
people actually expected me to win.
Expected you to win?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about that.
I'm actually the favorite. It's between Kid and I. From the beginning, it's always been between Kid and I. So Kobe's the toughest I've played so far. He did very well, but he didn't take his chances. And then
he was very wasteful. He couldn't
very
wasteful.
wasteful.
He was very wasteful. He should have won that match.
Okay, one thing that I know is that sometimes the gamers watch the play of the other people, and it kind of tells how they should go into the next game.
My game with Aspect, I changed my formation in the second half because the game wasn't going well when I was using the 4-3-3. So I had to change to 4-1-2-1-2, so I'll be able to attack from the middle and be more precise.
Okay.
Yeah. I had the same problem against Kobe. In the first half, the formation I was playing gave him an edge. He had about 5 or 6 players in my half always.
Okay.
So anytime he gets the ball, it's easy, but then I changed it. When I changed it, that's what made a difference.
Okay, so you hear them talking about formation and all of that. I think that if these people stop playing eSoccer, they should become coaches because... and you know, earlier when we were having the live World Cup match, Kojo was talking about some of the eSoccer players not watching football or not being football fans, but I think he's wrong.
Most of them really like football. What a lot of other FIFA gamers don't know is that FIFA is you need to be good, tactically good, tactically very good. Okay. It's not just about the gameplay. Sometimes some formations have an edge over the others, so you need to watch and know what to do and when to do it.
All right, watch, know what to do and when to do it, and I hope the players, Guy Kobe and Aspect, will know what to do this time around as they play third and fourth positions. Over to you.
We have Aspect facing Kobe. Brazil against France. Kobe is for Brazil and Aspect for France. So let the games begin.
For the third and fourth positions. And just as first, Kobe is playing Brazil and Aspect also playing France. Ball possession currently Aspect. And Aspect is the one on top of your screens. And then Kobe playing, and he's also down under Aspect there. And Kobe plays Brazil while Aspect plays France. And what you would expect of Kobe, naturally, he always wants to be the one to be possessing the ball. And he hardly allows you space when you have the ball. What are we to expect, though, in this very match?
Well, it should be a game of both halves, end-to-end stuff. Both players who love to possess the ball, and both players create a lot of chances. And I'm expecting he who finishes well or who is clinical on the day to carry the day or to win that bronze title.
The Aspect is also a great gamer, and he's made us see that, yes, indeed he is one of, the top-notch when it comes to gaming, and that is what he's exhibiting. And so this game, I'm actually really looking forward to this one, and I believe it will be a close margin in this particular because both gamers are really good on the day when they have good days.
You can always trust Kobe to try to bamboozle his way through, but Aspect's a very experienced gamer, wouldn't allow him. And I'm seeing something I didn't really see in the very first game that Kobe played. You realize that he had most of the ball possession, but this time around you can see Aspect also holding on to the ball more often.
Also one good gamer who also loves to hold the ball and loves to keep possession because, when you're playing games like this, you need to get the ball and you need to have the ball under your sleeve. You need to dominate a lot because if you don't dominate, you can create chances.
What a goal! Aspect also scoring that wonderful goal there, and it's a goal to nothing. What is happening to Kobe?
That was a very brilliant thing there. You look at the distance. Brilliant shot.
Wow.
Audacious attempt from Aspect.
I think this is one of the best goals ever. Look at that. He shoots from the outside of his foot.
Yeah, and we haven't seen many of this, outside the box goals in this particular tournament. I think that is what many gamers were missing out of this. They actually want to go get inside the penalty area before they can shoot back. Not forgetting that any angle or any where they find themselves when they shoot, it could be another something for them. So for me, I think that it was a good thing that Aspect has really done to just left Kobe off the hook.
But do you think Kobe is cracking under pressure though?
He's cracking under pressure, and clearly you could
and
see
he shoots.
You could see it on his face that he's psychologically down. Once he couldn't make it to the final, he thinks all is lost and it's a dead rubber for him.
And he's tried. He's had so many chances, Kobe. He's had so many chances, but it's just not his day.
Maybe you can
he loves to create, and that is what Kobe has got in himself. But it's left.
And it's another goal by Aspect. What a goal! 2-0. What a goal! Wow! Look at how he created that chance. You would not ever expect him to be able to make anything of a ball like that at that position.
Very, very tight corner. Smart move from him.
Look at the corner.
He just squeezed the ball past the goalkeeper. My word. And the ball is at the back of the net.
It's a lovely display from Aspect. Just look at him on the screens. He's not under pressure. He's calm. He wants to make sure that the pressure doesn't get off him, and he's doing everything right. Everything is actually working in his favor. So for me, I think
you will become if you were 2 goals up.
Exactly. So for me, I think Kobe, he still needs to rehearse more. He shouldn't just pick one team and say this will be the team I'm going to use all season. So he should actually be like what WONDERKID is doing, because WONDERKID, he's all around. Whether he uses Brazil, whether he uses Argentina or France or any other team, he can play his normal game. So I think that is what Kobe needs to learn.
From the look of things, I don't think Kobe will respond to this one, because he slowed down the momentum a bit, and that wouldn't help issues at all.
Well, I think it's early days yet. We are still in the very first half, and coming into this game, we knew that Kobe is the man to look out for. He has done it before, and he tries again from outside the penalty box. Oh, and he goes wide. And I think that is what you were saying.
Yeah,
sometimes a lot of people try to go into the penalty yard before trying, such chances. But you realize that Aspect always tries to shoot from outside.
And that is what has worked for him. And that is what Kobe needs to adapt. See, he wants to get into the penalty area before he can shoot.
What is happening to Kobe? He had a chance there, and he hit the post.
So that's what I was saying, because if you look at Kobe, the chance he had, he could have shot from a long way. He could have struck from a long distance to actually see whether he could get a goal. But he wants to get into the penalty area before he can shoot.
Okay, so it is the end of the very first half. What a first half. Aspects going up by 2-0. The Kobe that we all knew, the Kobe that we thought would have been in the finals, is not in the finals. He is playing in the 3rd and 4th position, and Aspects is showing him peppy.
Yes, when you fail to be ruthless in the very good moments of the game, that's what happens. And Aspect has shown that he needs it so well, he needs it so much. He's been very, very, clinical on the day, and that's why he's still not up.
All right, so they have just started the second half, and if you just joined us, we are watching live coverage from Kwese. It is a GGC eSoccer World Cup edition, and you have our 3rd and 4th positions being played currently. And Aspect is the one on top of your screen, and then Kobe is down, and Kobe is playing Brazil, and Aspect is taking on France. And Kobe has dispossessed him. Will Kobe be able to do anything? Will he make anything of this ball? And he shoots. Oh, and he goes wide.
I think it's not working out for him, and we saw that in the finals. I was thinking Kobe had done his homework so very well, but for me, I'm still not seeing that in him. I'm not seeing Kobe I saw in the group stages. I'm not seeing Kobe I saw in the last edition. I'm just seeing Kobe, which, I don't know.
But I think he came back from the second half. He came back from the second half a bit stronger, though. Look at that. Look at that. He's gained possession of the ball. Will he be able to make anything of it? Oh, my word.
Kobe has just not been clinical all day, all afternoon, and that is why he's not scoring. That's why he's not in the final.
And Aspect in possession of the ball. This is GGC eSoccer World Cup edition coming to you live from Kwesi Free Sports. Kobe in possession now. Will he be able to make anything of this? It's still Kobe.
For me, I believe defensively, Aspect has also really done himself good, because if you are taking on a player who has scored the most goals in this particular tournament, it should tell you that, yeah, if he hasn't got any ball past your goalkeeper, it should tell you that you are really doing yourself good. So kudos to Aspect for his good defensive work in this particular game.
Yes,
as well.
And nothing seems to be working for Guy Kobe. And well, it's, like I said in the first half, he's considered defeat already. That's a kind of defeative mentality, looking at how he shaped his second half, and clearly he's lost it to Aspect.
70 minutes into it, and Aspect is 2 goals up. Kobe is yet to score. And this coverage is being brought to you in partnership with EGL. Being brought to you by EGL Electroland Ghana Limited. And they are the suppliers of your best Samsung appliances, media appliances as well. And if you want NASCO, you will get the best from Electroland. Also supported by Edith's Pizza. If you want the best of pizza, one that tastes great, one that you keep loving, one that you keep tasting more and more, then go for Edith's Pizza.
I think we should go in for that after this, right?
Yes. After talking so much, I think
one of my best.
Edith's Pizza is one of the best, pizzas in this particular country. So I think we need to go for one.
Maybe after here, we will celebrate with the winner.
Aspect with the ball. "82 minutes on your screen. Aspect has 2. Guy Kobe, nothing. And will he be able to make anything of this ball? Is he going? Is he going? Oh my word, and nothing happens. Guy Kobe unable to make anything of that ball. And Aspect has the ball now. 1-on-1. And you waste it.
I think Aspect is trying to become a bit complacent. Not necessarily complacent, but it's like he's playing for fun. And that is what GGC is all about. That's what GGC is all about. So for me, I think he's really done so very well.
And the ball is almost over. It's almost over. And the referee whistles and brings it to an end.
I am so surprised, even by the goal margin, and even if you expect that Kobe will lose, it will not be by that margin.
Yes, personally, I didn't expect Kobe to lose by this margin. Aspect just caught him by surprise. Bagged in 2 goals in the first half, sat deep. And on the other hand, Guy Kobe was fluffing his lines. He was missing chances, and you get punished for such mistakes. And that has been his performance in the semi-final and in the 3rd place. It looked like he came in with a kind of mentality that, look, if it's not France, then I can't play with any other side. Even with Brazil, he was getting the chances, creating the chances, had everything to advantage, but he failed to utilize them, and that's why he is not the bronze medalist.
But what would you think will make a great gamer like Kobe come, and he has so many chances and he failed to convert even one?
I think for me, the pressure got to him because if you look at what he did in the final last year and this time around, I think that is the same thing he replicated. He didn't learn from his mistakes, and he still did the same thing as this time around. So I don't think we should blame it on the France which he didn't get. But if you're a very good gamer or you're a great gamer, I think you should be at the top, at the very top. Yeah. So for me, I think kudos to Aspect with what he's done. Scoring 2 goals without Guy Kobe even, going past his goalkeeper. So for me, it's a thumbs up for Aspect. He's done brilliantly well.
Well, it's a thumbs up for Aspect, and this is what we've all been waiting for. If we return, it is that wonderful match between WONDERKID, yes, and KELVIN.
The finals of GGC Rugby Country eSoccer Series is here. It's been exciting memories in this tournament.
Do you think somebody's going to give you a tough time this time around? I don't see that person right now.
The confidence.
Think you can defeat the champion, Desmond?
It's about intelligence and techniques. It's not about the body.
I think he's going to be the bonus for the group.
The expectation.
I wasn't expecting this level of play. In my hometown, I'm the best.
Also, Obia when he start there. Who was your toughest opponent today?
That was my last match. That match was very tough and it was very close.
And disappointment.
Crosses long towards the back post.
After 4 weeks of this drama and moments, 4 gamers out of 24 stood out for the big stage. And these are the 4 finalists: Kobe, WONDERKID, Aspect, and KELVIN. The final story of GGC 2018 Rugby Country yet to be seen. Who will win the ultimate? This is the final event of GGC 2018 Rugby Country.
All right, so if you're still watching, it's a GGC eSoccer World Cup edition, and it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful so far. We have we had Aspect and Kobe playing for the 3rd and 4th positions. Aspect winning by 2-0, and Kobe's so disappointed, but I know that he'll go home and sleep over it. And I have with me Nana Kofi Arthur. He's the marketing manager of Edith's Pizza. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Did you watch the match that the World Cup match that they just played?
Yes, I watched it.
Okay, who are you supporting?
I don't have to say, but I was enjoying the dynamics and then the way the guys were playing with the controller. Yeah. But I won't say because we're moving to the finals.
Yes,
I won't say.
Yes. Tomorrow's though, the real World Cup happening in Russia. We're going to have the finals, and who are you supporting? Is going to be...
Should I say that one too?
Oh yes, of course.
I'll support the team that wins. Amazing. So I'll wait patiently in my couch watching,
yes,
and I'm going to support the team that finally wins. But I won't say.
But are you a person who loves football?
I follow football so well, but then not a real lover. If I don't watch, I'm fine.
Yes. I'm asking you this because Edith's Pizza is supporting GGC eSoccer.
Yes.
Why are you making this move?
We saw the energy, we saw where it's going to go, we saw the pageantry, and then we saw the love. Basically, the young guys who play and then they game with the football stuff, they eat Eddie's pizza, they enjoy the pizza, they come there, some of them are playing where they are waiting for their pizza. We saw that energy that we could just come on board and then support, because it's a worthy cause.
I hope you brought me something.
Yeah, we have pizza around. We have pizza for the winners, and then we have pizza for those watching too. The studio audience, we're going to give everybody pizza.
So, quickly before we go, I believe that most of my guys, when we finish from here, will want to go to some of the Eddie's Pizza joints.
Yes.
Can you tell me 1 or 2 places that
our HQ headquarters is Ring Road Central. We're trending inside Wager. We are at East Legon, and then we are inside Dansoman as well. And then our sweet plush ambience place also right close to you. So what happened is one of the marketing guys approached Edward and JC, who's the manager there, and then we decided to come on board. So today I'm so excited I'm here, and then we're going to give out pizza. Please, Eddie's Pizza, you can't beat that. I always say when I go on TV and radio and then internet, there's no need to experiment. Please, Eddie's Pizza, we make the best pizzas. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Arthur, for joining us, and thank you for supporting GGC eSoccer. So up next, it is WONDERKID and KELVIN.
Yeah, I think.
What are you expecting?
We're expecting a mouth-watering fixture between these two guys because they are great gamers. If you look at KELVIN, on the other side, he's someone, a person who actually soak the pressure and make sure that any chance that comes his way, he buries it. And if you look at WONDERKID, I'm in love with WONDERKID a lot.
KELVIN surprised me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm shocked by the way he's able to play, but he didn't show this coming into to the group stages, to the knockout stages. He has been able to make it through. You know, he's glided through sometimes, you know, a goal by nothing, you know, like that, and he's come. But being able to make it to the finals, I mean, that is surprising to me.
Yeah, for me, I was also surprised to see him move into the finals. I was thinking that Guy Kobe, we are going to witness Guy Kobe and WONDERKID. That was what the fans were also rooting for, but that didn't just happen because if you look at the game, the sort of game that KELVIN is playing, I think he really deserves to be there. But WONDERKID, boy, he's been magnificent throughout the tournament. Anytime on the field of play, he's great. When he has the ball, you could see that he showed some glimpses of him scoring. He's got lovely skills on his foot. When he has the ball, he likes to bamboozle his opposition for them to, you know, sway to the other side for him to score. So for me, we are going to witness another intriguing game in this particular final.
All right, so my colleague Sam is also with the fans right now. They also want to say something before we go into the final match.
The fans are here. They are in the studio. It's a packed one, and I'm sure they are expecting someone to win. But of course, I'll be seeking their thoughts as to who wins it in a bit. But let me turn to my left. Yeah, gentlemen. Yeah, we have the final. It's WONDERKID versus KELVIN. Who do you think is winning? Snap thought.
So far, I think he's the best player since the game started. So I'm for WONDERKID for sure.
Right, gentlemen, you just join me here. Join me. You were rooting for WONDERKID. We saw you coming with your group, with your squad, and he's in the final. Do you think he's winning this easy, or he's not winning it without a fight?
Oh, I don't want to underestimate KELVIN. He's a decent game player.
I want you to tell the viewers something. What do you see in WONDERKID that you stuck to him from day one till today? You said a lot. He's a monster, but just one word. One word.
Just one word. He's exceptional. Exceptional.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. And hello. Can you join me? This is the final. Who are you rooting for? Who is your money on for today?
I believe KELVIN is going to take it.
KELVIN. What do you see in KELVIN?
You know, he has some bit of tactical gameplay that he uses. Kid is also good, but KELVIN has a tactical edge over him.
So you think you are winning the ultimate prize? So if you have to bet on who wins, you are betting on KELVIN. Wonderful. We'll see how it goes there. The final is here. Who do you think is winning it? Straight.
Okay, judging from what I've seen so far, I think I'll go with Kid.
WONDERKID? Yeah. Oh, really? What do you see in WONDERKID?
I think he did well this match up against Aspect than Kevin struggled a bit with Kobe. Kobe was wasteful. Other than that, I think we would have had a different finals.
So you think WONDERKID is winning? Clearly. All right, thank you very much. We'll see if your prediction comes to pass. I can see a manager in the building. Okay, yeah, that's him. Yeah, can you join me here? Can you join me? Yeah, he came with his manager and his boys in the final. So, yeah, you are the manager. So I know definitely you say your boy is going to win. But what do you think is your boy's advantage coming to the final?
Well, he has a steady style of play. You notice his game with Kobe. Kobe missed a lot of chances, but then I still knew he was going to win. All he has to do is keep his composure and just deliver. Kid is very good. Like I said from the start, Kid is very good. But they've played a couple of times on different platforms. KELVIN has played champs like YB, Snitch, and all those big names, but today it might be tough, but he'll nail it.
You watched him in the semi-final. What is that pep talk that you give to him coming to the final?
Well, you notice from the start he was complaining of the control. I was like, no, boy, get rid of that thought and win the game. It's just win. All you have to say is roots, and he just does it for you.
Well, so you think your boy is winning hands down?
Easy.
Yeah, so there you have it, viewers. The manager of KELVIN, he thinks that his candidate is going to win it today. The final is upon us, and we'll be joining the live feed in a bit. So I'll be handing over to the referee to kickstart the final of the competition.
WONDERKID, Germany, and KELVIN, Belgium.
As you already know, the rules are still the same. 1 minute for any changes or any formation you want to do before the game starts. And when the game starts and you are in play, you only press the pause button when the ball goes out of play. And you have 30 seconds for any substitution or any formation you want. Refusal to adhere to the time, you have a yellow card. The second one, you get a second one and you are out of the competition. Gentlemen, good luck for your finals and let the games begin.
Sammy, what are your expectations in this particular final?
You know, it's Kelvin versus WONDERKID, and WONDERKID is the favourites to win this particular one. But of course, he's playing with Germany. We've seen how impressive he's been with Germany, and I mean, he's brought his A game to the party. And today, I'm expecting him to knock it clearly.
But if you ask me, it's an open play for every single person. We have seen a game where a lot of surprises have popped up. So it is anybody's game, if you ask me. It is anybody's game.
Yeah, but Elikem, well, I think if you're saying it's anybody's game, I must say, it looks as if you are very confident that Kelvin can really surprise WONDERKID here.
I mean, he surprised us. He surprised us with his goal against Kobe, and he surprised me in particular coming into the to the final. So you'd expect that he don't. You know, when I start with him here and I try to quiz him about it, he is someone who understands the tactics of the game. He understands the formation of the game. He knows how it goes. So sometimes you don't really see him making a lot of moves, but then at the end he gives the results. And this is eSoccer, but it's football. Yeah. So at the end, it is the goals we want, it is the results that we want, and you can see him there doing just that. And the finals has kick-started. We have WONDERKID on top of your screens, and we have WONDERKID on top of your screens, and then we have Kelvin under there, and Kelvin is playing Belgium, and then WONDERKID is playing Germany as well.
So WONDERKID is in possession now with Germany wearing all green, with Belgium also for Kevin also having their yellow strips in there. So now WONDERKID is in possession, is besting forward. WONDERKID still has possession now, twist and turns. WONDERKID, can he score? WONDERKID, oh! His first chance.
How did he miss that? From inches to the goalpost. And he could have kept his calm and slotted the ball, squeezed it past the goalkeeper.
And that is what I told you, that in the finals, anything is possible. Remember, this is the finals of the GGC eSoccer World Cup edition. The pressure is on, and you know, a whole lot of people are talking. You could know that, I mean, you cannot play your A game here.
And you know, you get punished for such mistakes. You don't fluff your lines at this point in time.
Since we started, you realize that since we started, it has been on WONDERKID's half most of the time. You again think that Kelvin will be the one who will not be playing the best of games. But look at how Kelvin is playing right now. He's had most of the ball possession since we started. And look at him.
He's very confident anytime he has the ball, and he doesn't look like as if somebody who panics if he's not also on the ball. He defends so very well. And WONDERKID is in possession. WONDERKID best step forward. What can WONDERKID do? Oh! Timely intervention.
I think it was a sloppy finish. He could have done better with that ball.
He could have done better, but I think for me...
He still has it though.
Yeah.
Will he be able to do anything?
Yes!
And it's a goal!
And WONDERKID scores! He's back in the deadlock. And Germany, WONDERKID have taken the lead.
Look at what his fans are doing.
Yeah, that is what we do. That is what we are expecting, and that's what we see. I think WONDERKID is a magnificent footballer. He's a magnificent gamer, and that is what he's produced.
I just love the ball. I just love this. Look at the fans there, and the fans are participating in it so wonderfully. That should tell you how much people love this. And you know, every single one of them came with their own supporter, and they'll be supporting them keenly through it. I think Sam, you were down there and you engaged them.
Everyone was about WONDERKID. They are rooting for him. They think that he is the favorite. Like I said, I mean, he knows how to play very well. He knows how to manage the game, but it's about game management here. You manage your game well, you get a result, and that's clearly what WONDERKID is doing. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see him emerge as the winner of this competition.
Yes, but Kelvin is trying not to let his look at that. Look at that. He basically always wants to make sure that he keeps possession of the ball, which is key sometimes when it comes to
very
that.
important. Very
because
important.
if you allow
one thing we need to know is that WONDERKID is also dangerous, and WONDERKID game over.
And more money flows. Oh my God!
I think it's game over.
You should be in the studio
David, I think it's game over.
What is coming?
I think it's game over.
It is only the first half of the GGC eSoccer finals, very finals, and already WONDERKID is 2 goals out, and then Kelvin is no. But Kelvin could do something with this ball, though. Oh my word! And WONDERKID his defenses are so strong.
Very, very strong.
He's very strong.
His defenses are so strong, but Kelvin could still do something though. He's still in there. Will he be able to do something with this ball? Wow!
And this is what makes WONDERKID that wonderful a gamer, because he's very good on the offense and he's also very good in the defense as well.
Exactly, you wouldn't see that he's got weaknesses anywhere. He's very good when he attacks. He's very good in midfield when he holds the ball, when he houses the ball. He's very good at the heart of defense.
And I think that is the secret of this ball. You should be an all-rounded player.
Exactly.
You should know how the gamers play. You should know how the individual players, you can be able to use them. And he does this so effortlessly.
And that's proper execution of tactics. I mean, he has his plans, he has his tactics at the back of his mind. He executes his way so well to the disadvantage of his opponent. And that, Kelvin looks so clueless. Yes, he's chasing shadows now and he's living dangerously here.
I think it's WONDERKID is a gem. Believe me, look at what he's doing. He will tease you a lot, and if he teases you, and you flap your lines, and you don't mark him so very well, and he will just beat you.
And there's football entertainment there.
That is pure entertainment, pure class.
Okay, so
He's a gem.
very soon it is level just 2 minutes to go for the very first half of the game. But I think it's a wonderful play by WONDERKID. He has shown us here that he is the best within the game. Look at the scoreline. Look at that. It is 2-0 against Kelvin, and I think that WONDERKID he's just amazing, really.
If you ask me, I'll tell you that WONDERKID has outmuscled, outbullied, outfought, and outbattled.
He has
Kelvin
everything
on all fronts. I must tell you.
I mean, he's just
very,
wonderful
very
to watch.
skills here.
I mean, he's someone who makes the game so exciting to watch. He gives these passes, the back flips. He does all of that, and he makes it just so wonderful. You want to keep watching and watching and watching again.
And the Samba style.
Of course, and this time around, he's not using Brazil. If you were using Brazil, you would have loved it. I can sit in my sofa back there and be watching WONDERKID and get goosebumps, because this is a great gamer, and he always exhibits it anytime, anywhere, and that is what he's done again. Scoring 2 goals, I think it's game over for Kelvin.
But I doubt though that it's game over, because it is still anybody's game if you ask me. I mean, Kelvin has come through to this stage. I think we should give him some level of credit.
But look, if you ask me, 2-0. We've not seen anyone come down from 2 goals to win a tournament, a final. So clearly, it's WONDERKID's to lose in this one. It's dead rubber. It's home and dry. He's won it.
Well, the players are still standing by to go into the second half of the game. As you know, it is 2-0 in favor of WONDERKID, and let's go and see what happens.
This is Accra, the capital city of Ghana. GGC is here once again with an awesome eSoccer series, and this is the World Cup edition of GGC Rugby Country.
The game has started again, and they just passed the ball. And
what I'm expecting in this very half, though, is that Kobe will be more attack-minded, because he's 2 goals down. He cannot afford to be too defensive.
Yeah, Kelvin.
Kelvin.
He will need an upturning performance in this half. He needs to chase those 2 goals. He needs to score to get himself back into the game. For WONDERKID, it's about game management. It's about managing your lead, consolidating your score, consolidating your lead in this game. And of course, this is the final, and I'm sure he'll see it out. Absolutely, and definitely.
Right, so if you're still watching us right now, it is the finals of the GGC eSoccer World Cup edition live on Kwese Free Sports. What you're watching currently is a game between Kelvin and WONDERKID. WONDERKID is on top. He's playing Germany, and we have KELVIN down there. He plays Belgium. Currently, WONDERKID is leading by 2-0. And so far, so good for WONDERKID, but I just wonder what is going through the head of KELVIN right now.
Yeah, I'm sure he will be in a dilemma at this point, whether to barge into attack or to make sure that he keeps a defensive shape that he doesn't concede.
Oh my word! Oh my word! And WONDERKID is just packing those goals. And look at how they celebrate. Look at how they celebrate. WONDERKID is just packing those goals.
It's sheer brilliance. It's amazing. It's intriguing. It's everything for WONDERKID right now. I told you it was game over, and this is the first time we've seen a final with 3 or more goals in this particular one, and that tells you that WONDERKID is exceptional when it comes to eSoccer gaming series.
For me, at this stage, you say it's home and dry for WONDERKID. He's won it, he's named it. He came, he saw, he conquered.
Yeah. But it is a final game. It is a final game, and sometimes you don't expect a goal line like this. If you have
WONDERKID is not treating it as such. He doesn't care whether it's final, he doesn't care whether it's quarter-final or in the semis or in the group stages. He plays his A game and he makes sure he finishes you off anytime he has the chance. Just look at that.
Maybe he's being ruthless at the end, and that's what champions. Yeah, sure, that's what champions do.
Even after scoring 3 goals, he still maintains possession, and he hardly allows KELVIN to.
That's what I said earlier. His tiki-taka passing-range game, it's magnificent. You could sit back and enjoy it. It's so amazing.
And well, at least KELVIN is trying to do something with this ball. I hope he'll be able to. Oh no! And again, he's dispossessed.
No, and I think it's a free kick actually for him.
Okay.
Maybe he will get himself back into the game.
Let's see if he can do that. Let's see. This might be the turning point.
It will be a historic one.
And he shoots though. Oh, I think it would have been better if he had gone straight for the pole. Don't you think?
I think that decision was a poor one from KELVIN. Instead of dinking the ball in deep, he tried to play the passes, and that didn't work quite too well for him.
And right after that, you have WONDERKID gaining possession again. And I think that is the secret to the ball.
And
he should always have possession.
Possess the ball, and that's been his bane so far.
WONDERKID still having the ball there. And I'm really surprised. It looks as if, I think psychologically, KELVIN is disconnected from the game.
Of course, he should be, because he's really frustrating KELVIN, because when he has the ball, he's not in no hurry to go in for another game or to go in for another goal. He puts together passes, and that frustrates KELVIN a lot. But let's see if KELVIN can come back in this particular one.
I doubt really he can come back. We are almost 17 minutes, into the game, and you still have 3 goals to nothing. WONDERKID leading that chart. And he's still in possession of the ball. And look at that. Look at that move.
Wow.
And that is what I've been talking about.
This is the aspect we love about WONDERKID. That is what he do. He brings about entertainment. He brings about joy.
If you are 3 goals up, you can afford to entertain people. If you are 3 goals up, you can afford to entertain people.
But I must say, it's not been a thrilling final. It's not been that competitive.
It's been one way, don't you think?
KELVIN has lost way so easily. He's
about
played into the
70% to 30, and it's not too exciting.
And that's really poor. That's really poor.
And the players are back there to play that free kick.
But should WONDERKID score the next goal, for me, I think it will cease to be a game. Actually, it will just be like a shooting practice for him.
Come on, I don't think so. I don't think so. But rather than shooting, he chose to pass, and I don't really think it helped him much.
And it's a strategy WONDERKID is mounting up for him to just finish everything up. So I think it's lovely. It's lovely to watch him. It's lovely to watch him. I like it anytime he's playing. I enjoy.
Look at WONDERKID again.
Look
at WONDERKID again. He could do something. So those watching at home, very soon. And WONDERKID, will he do it? Oh, and the defense goes to save that ball. And those watching at home will have the opportunity to call into the show, be able to give out their thoughts and opinions about GGC eSoccer in particular, and probably also about the game. You will have the opportunity to give your comments about.
David, it's lovely to watch.
It's really lovely. It's really lovely. So if you tune in to Kwese Free Sports, you're watching the finals of the GGC eSoccer World Cup edition. coming to you live from the studios of Kwese, supported by Eddie's Pizza and Electroland Ghana. Electroland Ghana being your home of quality Samsung appliances, NASCO appliances and also media appliances. Eddie's Pizza is also supported. You can go to any of their branches and get hot, wonderful, nice pizza. And you have Kelvin in possession of the ball. The die is not cast.
He's got just about 2 minutes to call it
with about 4 minutes to go. And finally, he gets a consolation. He gets a consolation. And look at that. The fans are going wild for him. I think it's wonderful.
He's still got about 2 minutes more to go.
He's still got about 2 minutes to go. I think he can do something. Because you see, for you to be able to score a goal like this helps you. Because at the end, it brings back your confidence. It brings back, and look at him. He's back into the game. And he's playing. This is what we had wanted him to play all this while. This is how we had wanted Kelvin to play.
Maybe a final or a last minute surge, but I don't think it will work quite too well for him. The die is cut, like I said earlier.
Oh my, and it's just...
He should have brought this game on
2 minutes added. Will he be able to do this? No, and I think that may have been his very final chance to make something of this game. And he couldn't do it. And WONDERKID playing Germany. WONDERKID playing Germany. Will he be able to score the goal? And WONDERKID scored the final goal. WONDERKID scored the final goal, bringing it to 4-1. Look at that. 4 goals to 1. He has completely destroyed him. He has mesmerized him. Oh my word, look at I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised. He's truly a WONDERKID, didn't he?
I think this is what I call demolition, destruction, annihilation from WONDERKID. He's done everything. He's destroyed him. He's conquered him. He's done everything to him.
And the phone lines are on your screens. Those who want to call and be part of this wonderful edition of GGC eSoccer. E-gaming is in to stay. It has come to stay. And you're watching us live on Kwese Free Sports. The numbers are on your screens. The numbers are currently on your screen, so you can call us live on Kwese. Remember, we are being supported by Electroland Ghana, also by Edith's Pizza. Thank you so much. And it's been a wonderful final. I don't know what to say. WONDERKID has shown us game after game after game that he is the pillar as far as gaming in Ghana is concerned. He's the very best. I wonder if any person can play against him.
Yeah, obviously, going into this game, I think the very first time I saw WONDERKID play, I was like, boy, who is this fella? I mean, everything went right for him. You know, as I said earlier, he doesn't care whether it's a final or a semi-final or group stage game. He always maintained his level of tempo, his level of gaming play, and that is what he's exhibited, and he's done it superbly. Kelvin was nowhere to be found around him, and he's done everything.
I wouldn't catch you that Emmanuel from La is on the line. Emmanuel, how are you?
I'm good. How are you too?
Yeah, we are doing great here. And so, what do you make of the whole match?
Obia won the match 4-1. It's a very good game. They had a very good game.
Oh, unfortunately, we lost Emmanuel there. But you know, everybody is surprised about the goal, the score line. I mean, 4-1 in a final.
It looks like a cricket score line there, 4-1. I mean, he had a caller. He said, "Obia on the master."
Yeah.
And we saw what Kelvin did to Guy Kobe in the build up to the final. Yeah. We saw what that kid did to Kobe and Kelvin in this one.
And really, his fans cannot stop their excitement.
Exactly.
We are trying to stop them, but you know, they just wouldn't, and they're so excited.
He's a monument. I mean, this kind of international vibe around here, and you look at his composure behind the pad, his composure on the pad. It tells you a lot. He's calm. Right, he doesn't rush.
I wouldn't catch you. We have Eric from Achimota. Eric, how are you doing?
Oh, Charlie, WONDERKID, you kill me. WONDERKID, you be too much.
Charlie, what do you have to tell WONDERKID though? What do you have to tell him?
I mean, he should keep up the game. I mean, he's made me enjoy my evening. I mean, he's so good.
All right.
He's so good,
before you go though, what do you make of eSoccer in Ghana? A lot of people are saying that it's not a very popular game. What do you think?
Well, I think aside the payment and everything, I mean, it keeps the mental acumen very sharp, you understand? You know, as in when the guys play, even we at home watching, we enjoy ourselves, we learn the tactics and everything. So it's a good show. I mean, you guys, don't stop, you should keep it up. I mean.
Well, thank you very much for calling.
All right.
And every single person is calling and, you know, they're giving thumbs up to WonderKid. I mean, going forward, I think WonderKid is someone that we can promote going forward. I mean, he's made eSoccer look so easy to everybody.
Exactly. We should get him on board. We should just push him up higher. And anywhere he wants to go, I think we should put him there because he's so amazing. Anytime he's playing, I think people fall in love with him, and you could just listen to the callers. Everybody's madly in love with WonderKid, and what he's done is totally exceptional.
We have Desmond from Abomope. Desmond. Desmond, where exactly are you calling from? Probably you can mention it better. Where are you calling from? Charlie, Kelvin. Oh. He wanted to talk about Kelvin there, but unfortunately we lost him. I think you can call back Desmond. I mean, but you see, I don't think we have to be too hard at Kelvin.
You know, among the four competitors, he was a dark horse in the build-up to the final. Yeah. No one gave him a dog chance to make it to the next level competition, and he found himself in the final. So I think props and thumbs up to him, Kelvin. He did well.
All right, so we have Kobe from Tema. Kobe, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Oh, Charlie, what can you say about this, the final match first?
Quite frankly, I think WonderKid is a great player, right?
Yeah.
I give it to him. Kelvin is quite tactical. I think the composure of WonderKid just blew him up.
Yeah.
And I don't know, but WonderKid is the best player I've ever seen. But I just know the kind of player he has. I'm the one who can stop him.
This tells me that you're a gamer yourself, aren't you?
Oh yeah. I do good. And with the kind of game he plays, I think I know what can stop him. Trust me.
Okay, so how long have you been playing?
I don't know. In fact, since. In fact, I can't remember.
You know why I'm asking? Because we had a gamer who had 26 years of gaming experience, and he was toppled by a 15-year-old boy. Trust me.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the number of years. I don't think matters. Like what matters is how well you learn.
All right.
That's what I think.
I hear. But thank you so much for calling, though.
Oh.
All right. So, I mean, everybody's talking about it. And do you think that there's someone there who can go against WonderKid and come out victorious?
Last year, Desmond won it, and who thought that he would be out of the competition at the group stages? There are 1,000 and million gamers out there. They know how to play the game way so well. Just bring them on board, and you see them competing with WonderKid for it.
All right, so that being said, I'll let you know that very soon GGC eSoccer will start registering for the next segment of the tournament as well. And
don't forget, we are also on YouTube as well, GGC's channel on YouTube. So if they want to, log on and watch our videos or YouTube videos on how everything went on, you have to subscribe on GGC's channel and you can watch everything in there.
Maxwell. Hello, Maxwell.
Yeah, this is Maxwell calling from Achimota.
Maxwell from Achimota, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Charlie, tell me something. How did you see the game?
Oh, Charlie. WonderKid is a big monster.
Why are you calling him a monster? Huh? Charlie.
The guy is the last, if you remove the last killer, he's the one there.
Thank you. So WonderKid duo.
The WonderKid is here.
Charlie, thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling.
I think the game is in his head.
I think so too. I think if we want to diagnose what eSoccer is all about, we have to split his head.
But I'm looking forward to meet WonderKid one-on-one to play with him.
Yeah. All right. You can do that by going onto our channel. You go onto Facebook, go to GGC channel, and then you can like the page and follow from there. You can also register for our next tournament. One very soon. Thank you very much. And that was our caller there. And our gamers are on standby. WonderKid. Charlie, everybody is calling and giving you thumbs up. What's up? Tell me something.
I told everyone I'll do it, and I've done it. That's what I have to say. And also, I played a tournament with KELVIN once at West Hills, and he got the better of me over there. So I finally had my revenge.
I see.
I've been chasing this match for a long time.
I see. But tell me, what is your game tactics like? People want to know, because it looks as if you have this special code to the whole book that we have not yet decoded. And you are able to, mesmerize people whenever they come, they meet you one-on-one. How do you do it?
Well, my gameplay is all about quick passes and lovely football. I just use my quick passes to get the edge over my players. I mostly give my fast players getting behind. So I pick out those rounds, give the passes, and apply the finishing touch.
Oh, okay. But let me talk to KELVIN, though. KELVIN, I remember, just as WONDERKID is saying, you guys met first, and you were able to
at West Hills.
And you were able to defeat him, but it looks as if you were so disconnected from this very game.
Yes, I actually have myself to blame. I was told to bring my own controller, but I failed to do that. I was expecting a friend to bring his, so I failed to do that. And I wasn't really comfortable with the one here. So I made us swap. By that time, he was already leading 2-0 and chasing the game against WONDERKID whilst he's leading. So it gave him a lot of spaces on the flanks and in the middle. So I did that better if I brought my own controller.
So you're saying that if we had your own controller right now and we were supposed to go back into the chale, WONDERKID is saying your excuses.
The point is, coming into this matchup, I already know that Germany has the edge over Belgium. So I had a plan. I actually had a plan to score first and then play possessive and then let him chase the game. But he scored first, and I was already not comfortable. So I was feeling maybe if I was able to keep him, maybe score just one in the first half. The second half I could have done something.
Okay.
But when he scored the second goal, I knew it was over.
You knew what it is. So just before we go, WONDERKID, you won. So let me ask you this question. He made a point there. He's saying that Germany plays better or something. Is it true that the team you choose can help you get an edge over your opponent?
Yeah, the team is a very big factor. Germany, they have very slow fullbacks. That's Alderweireld and Müller. And my left wing and right wings, they are Sunny and Royce. So they are very fast. And I think they outpace the Belgian fullbacks. So that was a big factor in the game.
Well, talk about insight into good football. Well, we'll be giving some few prizes after this break. When we return, we give those prizes out.
Yep. I support GGC in building a better gaming community. My name is Daniel. You want to play? You think you won't take your jacket off, man? Man is going to be hot. I tell you, when the thing go GGC, it's building a better gaming community. Let's meet up and play, right?
Alright guys, it's all about gaming and you know what it is. It's GGC. Come on, let's support a great gaming community as we take gaming to another level. My name is Oliver Lawson and I support GGC.
GGC, building a great gaming community.
Kwese Free Sports, we are live and this is the eSoccer World Cup edition. We just finished the very finals and WONDERKID. He mesmerized every single person here and it's time for the presentation which first for the fourth position he takes away a NASCO stand blender and a box of pizza. Round of applause please, a round of applause. Next, we have the third position. He will also go away with a NASCO stand blender and a box of pizza. Aspects. Please a round of applause for him as well. That's Mr. Nana Kofi Arthur. Thank you very much for coming. Look at that. Please a round of applause as he takes his medal. Now we go to the second position. We go to the second position. It was by KELVIN. Woo! That will be done by Alinanti and Vanti Jr. from AVO. Okay, you first give us the medal.
Please, a round of applause as he does that. Support. And the person to do this presentation is David from Kwesi. Welcome the winner of GGC eSoccer 2018 Welcome Edition, WONDERKID. WONDERKID will be taking away a media 60-inch mist fan. He also takes away the Masco smartphone. Well, so if you are just watching from home, it is GGC eSoccer World Cup Edition live on Kwesi. And it is WONDERKID that has won. Thank you so much for watching. And from me and every other person here, thank you so much and bye-bye.
GGC, building a great gaming community.